I'm Shern-Min Chow. We are here on the island, beautiful Galveston, where the sun shines nearly all the time. We're here at Moody Gardens. You probably recognize the iconic pyramids behind me that mark this sort of park, playland, hotel, convention center. They got all kinds of fun stuff here. And they, like you maybe, are kind of getting ready for the holidays, Christmas, getting all kinds of activities and events going, including for the 10th year, they will be hosting a fabulous ice show from China. This is called Iceland. It's under construction now, but come with me. Let's take a look. And here we are under construction right now, so we're kind of getting a sneak peek. So this is Iceland, one of the exhibits in the Holiday in the Gardens, and the PR lady here, the Queen, Evelyn Cole.
Hi, how are you doing?
We're great, thanks very much. Now, first things first, we got to suit up properly, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. So when you come to Iceland Holiday in the Gardens, we provide these beautiful blue parkas for our guests, but we also recommend that you bring your gloves. And then also wear socks and closed-toe shoes because it's very cold in there.
Alrighty. All right, hold on. We're going to do just that. Can I ask you to hold this for me?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. And we're using the hard hats right now because we're still under construction. We still have the ice covers inside working, and so the hard hats are not mandatory once the exhibit opens.
Okay, I should have put this on second. Okay, got it. All right. Zipper up here.
It seems a little excessive, you know, because Galveston is so beautiful and the warm temperatures.
It's usually like 90 degrees outside.
I know.
It's how many degrees inside?
It is 9 degrees inside.
Okay.
And so it's very chilly. But it's a dry 9 degrees. It's not humid. So that's helpful.
Spoken like a true PR lady. Okay. Okay.
Here, if you don't mind, I'm going to give you
gloves.
gloves.
You're going to get dressed up too.
I'm
okay.
grab my jacket.
Alrighty, and you warned me, so I brought a pair of gloves. And also, fair warning, you told us it's a little slippery, slidey in there.
It is, yeah. We
all
still have
under
a lot of
construction.
construction. You're going to encounter forklifts going on. The ice covers are still hard at work. They have about 2 or 3 days left, and they're carving this week. They're going to go home at the end of this week, so they're putting on the finished details. So yeah, they are hard at work.
All right. So this is kind of the back road here, behind the scenes.
Yeah, this is their work area. So we have 30 carvers that come from carving China, and so this is kind of their work area. It's a little mess. Excuse our mess.
It's like your garage, but bigger.
Yes. So we're going to enter here.
Okay. And of course, all this is under construction. When you open
Yes.
in about a week plus, it'll be all beautiful
Yes.
and the decor.
Yeah, you guys are getting a sneak peek preview of what's to come.
Oh, I don't know if you can see that yet, but it is cold. All right, I'm feeling it. Okay.
So when you enter, this year's theme for Iceland is pole to pole. And so we're going to take you on a journey from the North Pole to the South Pole. You're going to see polar bears, penguins, narwhal, whales, everything. I think we even have a woolly mammoth in here. And as we're walking through, you'll notice that everything's covered up. And that's just so we can preserve the integrity of the sculptures. So when our guests come, then they see the beauty.
All the fine detail is preserved and doesn't get an early melt up. And is this supposed to be a Moody Garden pyramid?
No, I think it's just a pyramid, but it does resemble the pyramids that we have on our property. So yeah. This is the 4th pyramid. We have the 3. This is our 4th.
Okay. And so the theme this year is
pole to pole. So we're going to go from the North Pole to the South Pole. So as you walk through, it's different scenes from all over the world.
And is this the same as last year or different?
No, every year we have different themes. We alternate through about 4 themes.
Oh.
And
He's got whiskers.
He does have whiskers. The artistry and detail that the carvers have put into the attraction this year is just absolutely stunning. You'll notice, not in this guy, but in some of the other exhibits, like this picture, for example, they even go into the detail of adding glitter to the eyeballs just so that it can sparkle a little better. But the process of watching them create these beautiful sculptures has just absolutely been fascinating this season.
And the theme is pole to pole this year, and it's different than last year. So if you came last year's
theme was rainforest.
So you would see something different every year.
Completely different. Every year is different. We do have the 4 themes that we kind of alternate through. But even like if you came to see pole this boulder pole is going to be very different from the one you saw in the past.
Alrighty, and let's take a peek over here. So we got a lot of.
We have a lot of sea life. We have a lot of whales as we walk through. We'll see various forms of dolphins and other sea life. And we have sea lions behind us.
And you got to be careful. This ice is slippery, and you know we can feel it as we're walking through. But all of that will be cleaned up. When
All of this is going to be cleaned up when we go. Yeah. Take a look at the diagram.
Yeah. Hold on. So, okay, all right. We got real live penguins here.
Okay.
Pictures.
And this is how they work. So they have a diagram of what the scene is going to look like, and then they work off from here. But they even take these, you know, realistic images just so that they can add in the detail and make the sculptures look as lifelike as possible. And so they just spend, you know, thousands of hours and take tons of care in creating these sculptures to look, you know, as detailed and stunning as possible.
So what's going on here?
So these blocks of ice come in 200 pounds of blocks when we get them from our ice company. And then they take the blocks of ice and they carve them down initially with a chainsaw to get into the basic shapes. And then they go in with the detail. You can see here where it's kind of, it looks almost like a frosty milk. And that is the paint that they're pouring on to add the detail. So the blocks are initially colored. The black blocks are painted black before they come to us, the white blocks and so forth. But then to add in the last minute details, they take the tincture of paint and they pour over the top and it freezes. And then they go in with their little sculpting tools and they kind of add the detail. And you can see the showman here is taking the shaved ice, much like clay, and actually creating the sculpture in the shape of the paint.
So they have a white block and a black block of ice. They kind of do the rough outline, as it were, and then this is the finer detail of the sculpture.
Yes, and they spend so much time doing this. I can attest to it. Like I said, they had 30 ice carvers here, and they've been working just over 30 days to create what they've already, you know, been able to do.
And what's he doing here? I guess, same kind of thing as that.
Yes. He's adding the paint. So he is, if on the other side, you can see where he's probably pouring the paint onto the wing, and then he's going to go through and carve in the details. See, like right here, they pour down the paint on the wings.
How many blocks of ice total do you have?
We have over 2 million pounds of ice come in every year. We get our ice from the Flying Penguin Company in Bryan, Texas, and they start in February creating the ice. They have all of the plans ahead of time, and they start freezing them in February, and then they deliver, make the first delivery in April. So it takes that long to create.
Since February, you have to start February to make 2 million blocks of ice.
2 million pounds. Each block is 300 pounds, so you can kind of do it.
Okay, all right, let's keep going here.
So,
What are we walking here now?
So I love the Iceman because it's interactive. We have tons of like little tunnels that you can walk through, and we can't walk through today because of the construction. But when you walk through there, it's a whole experience in itself. There's different carvings on the wall and a lot of great detail that goes into that as well. But there's going to be different scenes as you go through, so it's just like an art exhibit, except it's made out of ice.
My goodness. And so, how, like you got a synthesized AC unit going on
We
here?
do. So we have 900 tons of AC that keeps it 9 degrees in here. There's 300-ton air chillers that are behind these walls that keep the temperature. When they initially start, they're less than the side.
Active construction zone.
When they initially start, they try to keep it at 15 degrees just so that the carvers are able to carve the ice. They feel like that's better something to carve out just because it keeps it manipulated. So once the carvings have been sculpted and created, we drop it to 9 degrees, and that is to maintain the integrity of the ice for the duration of the 40 days.
Are they taking out the trash here, so to speak?
Yeah, they're taking out the trash.
All right, let's get out of the way of the front there. Oh. And that looks like Shamu there, huh?
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Huh.
Some of these are life size.
Oh. And this is interesting. Right? Like this over here, yes?
I guess. So that's the narwhal wells. We saw them make these horns last week, and they use a piece of metal, like a pole, to start. And then they build, you saw over there where they used the shaved ice to kind of mold. And so they molded each of those horns for the narwhal wells.
Okay. Alrighty. Ooh. And now we're walking into...
This guy is one of my favorites. I think he's amazing. Just because, I mean, if you look, this is the addition of the whiskers. And the tusks are so realistic. But I think my favorite part is the way that they have created like the rolls. It's just really realistic.
Yeah, a lot of texturing is kind of a surprise. Oh, and then a woolly mammoth because...
Yes, and then behind him we have a beautiful bald eagle. And there's a tremendous amount of detail on the eagle as well. Each feather is detailed out. We have our deer.
Can we pull his, let's see what the deer looks like.
Here, let me get
Okay. Oh, wow.
He's very majestic.
And the antlers, again, they have like a wire
Yeah, they
base.
start as like a pole as a base, and then they take the shaved ice and they sculpt over the top. And then they spray it with water or pour water over it to kind of give it that glaze look, the glossy look that finishes it off.
My goodness. Maybe we're doing that on.
You might be lucky enough to talk to one of the here that they're working with.
Oh, yep. We got a little bit of carving going on. I'm proud of the Johnson different chocolate bit. How long does it take? Do you have an idea to complete one of these?
I think some of them take longer than others. We're going to encounter a human figure later on the exhibit. I know he's been working on the face of that for the last 2 days just because it's so detailed. But when you get into something like the Christmas trees that doesn't require a lot of details, they go up very quickly. But
so these are just little handheld saws, basically.
You would think that they have really advanced tools, but they're using chop saws, chainsaws. This is a grinder that they use to kind of shave the ice. And then they use the ice picks and little hand carvers. But all of the sculptures are done by hand. They're handmade.
And then after this, he'll put some water on, kind of glaze it,
and work out the lines. Because right now you can see where the blocks of ice have been put together. But by the end of it, as you can tell in some of the other sculptures, it's a lot more blended and you're not able to see.
Kind of makes me think of Minecraft. Oh, and here I guess is a good example of what you were explaining about how,
Yeah, this is one that they're working on currently. Underneath the dripping parts right now, they're waiting for that to freeze so that they can go in and add some detail. But they sculpted that with the shaved ice to create like different textures by hand.
So just like clay almost, right? It's like a putty. They take that shape out. Okay, we got some more. Oh, look at this. Okay.
This guy's making snowflakes.
Oh, yeah. Check that out.
The tools that they use are the tools that you would find in, probably your everyday garage. And it's just the detail is so interesting. As you can see what they're doing here is they have the paper diagrams and they're using that as a die cut. And then it's cutting out the edge. And then they'll go back in and smooth out the edge.
And what's the temperature that they like to work at for the ice, did you say?
The preferred temperature is around 15 degrees. But as we get closer to the start of the exhibit, we drop it down. And we have a website. But on the website it has
oh, so folks can just go up and see it. All right. That's it. So if you go to your website, they can look at the webcam of all the things. Yeah, and this is a Neat. All right, let's turn the corner here. Be careful. Yeah. Since, you know, and my hands are numb already, so I can't imagine working here this time. Oh, let's turn the corner and see who we see.
Around the corner, and this is our ice slide, and also the Shipper's Ice Bar, which we're known for Iceland. The Shipper's Ice Bar has been a part of Iceland since the very beginning.
So it's an actual bar where you can get cocktails?
Yes, everything is completely made out of ice. The tables, the stools, all the bar is made out of ice. Oh look, Mr. KHOU and Mr. Cheese, who is our art director. So if you want to take some time.
Yeah. Hi. How are you? Hi. So we're with Channel 11 and you're coming with the translator, yeah? Okay. Oh, so nice to meet you all. So you are from Harbin?
Harbin.
Yeah? Okay. And what is your job here?
He's the lead artist.
The lead artist. Okay. So I'm going to make a full disclosure here. 你们都说国语是不是？你会说上海话？
不会。
Okay, 我妈是上海人. Okay, so full disclosure here. The folks here all speak Mandarin, and my Mandarin stinks. My family speaks another dialect from the south, so we're gonna probably use, I think, this translator 99.9% of the time. Okay, so how long has his team been here? And
快3年了。
almost a month, alrighty. Anything, every year you come to America for this? Okay. You saw him nod? Yes, absolutely. What is this space here? This is some art.
This is the show ice bar, so give it come here and
请坐. Will you please take a seat? Yeah. Yeah, one. Alright, let's sit down. 你觉得冷不冷? I asked him, is it cold? He says no. How cold is Harbin? Harbin is how cold?
留下30度，留下28度，留下28度到30度。
Okay, so very, very cold, well below freezing. Okay, how many people in your team? 30, okay. 30 people for about a month, yeah? And 1个月, right? 1 month, about 4 weeks? 40 days, sorry, okay, 40 days. Is it hard to keep the ice so cold, like in a place in Galveston? Because outside it's like been 80 degrees.
They used to the Colombian temperature, but in Galveston, yes, I think Moody Gradens made a lot to really have the children and the engineering to different to create a wonderful everything.
Is this your idea, your creation? Who created all this?
这是综合的，一部分来自于再一部分。
From China, he says, yeah?
I think this the Moody Gradens maybe just vision when he visited the Harbin Iceland local maybe 10 years ago, so we started in 2014. So and each year, so we come up with different things.
So, your team, everybody knows Harbin for all of the ice sculptures there. Your team make does your team make those fantastic sculptures in Harbin itself?
大家都知道哈尔滨的本土是在这个制作的团队在里面都是我们做的。
我们基本原来都在那做的。
Because we need something
啊？
很多人吧，有没有钱？
几千人可以。
We need a couple of thousands to complete the outdoor models. I mean, so we are part of the company.
Okay.
We can take 30 people at once. We cannot the huge festival.
When did you start carving ice? 你几岁开始做？
我几岁啊？几岁开始慢慢从事雕刻，然后20多岁开始画画。
So
Yeah, he's not a teenager and he went to professional farming about 20 years.
okay. Wow. All right. Shall we look at the bar? What can you show us the bar?
展示一下。
哇！你家里有什么证件的？你自己家里有？
没有。
I asked him, does his own house have a bar like this? He says no.
我家没有这么冷。
His house is not this cold. He says yes.
Outside only.
Yeah. 外面就是这么样，right? Only that cold outside. Okay. Wow. It's very beautiful. 真的很漂亮。
谢谢。
谢谢。Okay. 谢谢你啊。谢谢。Thank you very much. Okay. We're gonna keep walking. Hey, Emily. Okay. And you want to show us something here, right? Okay.
I mean, look at this. I'm gonna need some help with the height.
Oh, okay. Oh, KHOU. 你可以帮我们拉出来啊？ Can you help us pull this out? Okay. Oh, careful. Okay. So this is a big Native American kind of.
It pays homage to the Native American culture. It's a
Yeah.
Native American mural in the ice bar. I love this. I think that's
There we go.
my favorite.
Oh, goodness. Look at that. He's not even flinching. I'm like,
And
holy.
this is why we wear hard hats.
Yeah. While under construction. Look at that. It's amazing just to think that you can carve something like that into ice. And maybe more amazing that you can keep it this cold this long.
Yeah, and preserve it for a period of time. And then the attraction is open for 40 days. And so when we open on November 23rd, we'll stay open through, January 1st. And so during that time, that's the reason why it's so important to maintain the ice sculptures. If they're the shapes.
Right. And to use the bars, you would buy a token outside and then you come in and it's manned.
It is
There's
man
actually-
bar, yeah.
So that's
we,
really cool.
well, and they switch out, so we swap out our staff so that they're not in frigid temperatures for long periods of time. Of course, our employees stay staff safe. Behind us is the ice slide.
Oh, the famed ice slide. Look at that. Is it ready to go or
It
still?
is ready to go. You can go down it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna take the ice slide.
Okay.
She says we can do this, John. Alrighty. Okay.
Any chance I get to go down the ice slide, I can.
Alrighty, I'm following you. I can't, you don't need a glove on.
No. Well, I think I'm used to it. I try to find every excuse to come over and see what's going on.
I think I'm gonna make you an honorary Harbin resident.
Well, if I stay here too long, they might make me an honorary ice sculptor.
Alrighty, I'm gonna watch you go first, so I got it back.
Well, they slow down.
Okay. Alright. Oh! Careful there.
Make sure your jacket's underneath you.
Yep, got it. Oh, there's the shoe. Making check. Watch us check out his spot. Alright, she's a pro. Okay, boss. Okay. Okay. haven't gone down as Oh, I love my job. Okay.
So much fun, right?
It is. Oh my God, that's great. Oh. Yeah. Alrighty. So obviously more stuff on the construction. We're walking this way.
So this is the end of the sculpture, the attraction, and it's actually a sneak peek of next.
Oh, and I'm seeing.
We have the Sphinx behind us. We have palm trees, pyramids.
Okay. You do.
Here we have
So here we're in Egypt.
Yes.
Ancient Egypt. We flip around and I'm seeing what here?
another pyramid. So another pyramid. We have NASA,
Yes.
and we have the White House here.
Okay, so what's next year's theme?
I can't tell you, but do you have any idea?
Oh, well, past to future? I don't know.
Stay tuned. We'll have to.
Oh my goodness, is okay, how about some good details here? So we were watching him put the astronaut's face on here. But so the days of the exhibit run from when to when?
Okay, so the exhibit opens November 23rd. It opens November 23rd, and it will conclude on January 1st.
How much are tickets?
So to get into Iceland, the tickets start at $29 for adults. But Iceland is only one of the attractions for a holiday in the gardens. We also have a festival of lights. We have ice skating rink. We have the Arctic slides. There's so much to do. And so there are tons of ways for families to stay this year. We have a holiday pass that offers a really great ticket to all and the aquarium pyramid. And that starts at 4 p.m. But all that ticket information can be found on our website.
Okay, well, I've already got that, and that's probably the easiest thing, right? Go to the website, get all the breakdown.
Yes, and then beginning in December, we're also starting value nights. So we have some special discounts beginning December 1st as well. That's also going to not only save families money, but it's going to contribute to the community. We have Food Drive Thursdays where if families bring in a non-perishable food donation, that'll be a buy one, get one free ticket. We also have a night that gives back to our animal shelters here in Galveston. If you bring a dog treat or dog food, it's the same situation. Buy one, get one free, get a ticket. Monday nights, we have sensory nights. So if you have a person with special needs that needs a sensory experience, then we can provide that as well.
This is certainly a sensory experience at 9 degrees.
Yes, absolutely.
When you break it down, how long does that take?
So that's a very interesting question. It doesn't take near as long to break down as it does to put up. But sadly enough, we will those ice and it just melts naturally. Everything in the ice is not toxic, and so it can just melt naturally. Whew, be careful.
And it will drain through the bay? Yeah, and now we're looking at the White House here. So I guess that could be a little close to guess.
This is, again, this is one of the diagrams that they use to create the realism.
Okay, so this is what the sculptor is working off of
Yes.
for the astronaut's eyes, I
Yes.
guess?
And so this team of ice carvers are really an elite team from Harbin, like I talked about. But many of these ice carvers are award-winning carvers that have participated in the Ice and Snow Festival this year there in Harbin. And so they bring their talent and their skills to us, and you know, it's such an honor to have them and to be able to
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the tour. I guess we are going to leave our digital viewers, you know, to the moon and beyond with a last one here with NASA and space and a taste, a guess of what next year will be.
And let me be the first to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Thank you.